Honk. Hello, everybody. Give me just 1 second. I don't think this was properly... Okay. I think that's right now. For some reason, I had the wrong... I had this weird thing going on with, like, my chat was still stuck on GOG com chat or whatever, so now I had to fit it up. Okay, now it all fits, and now it all is there, and it all kind of works. Anyway, it's good to see everybody. Hello, Armanauts. Welcome, everybody, to a impromptu stream. This is known as the impromptu stream that Arv has when he was a good boy and got his writing done early, and he did, and when he had his dinner, and he did, and when most of his family is either asleep, in the case of his mother-in-law, or, I mean, I hope actually the rest of the family is asleep too, are away because they are camping, and I can't do that because I have got a dentist appointment on Thursday and other stuff that I was doing over the next couple of days. So as a consequence, I'm here, and I'm like, you know what? Why don't I get in another 90 minutes, 2 hours or so, before I head to bed, yeah, so that's what I'm going to do with some more Kingdoms of Amalur Reckoning. Mostly I just had such a good time playing Kingdoms of Amalur today, I'm like, I should do some more of that, and so, yeah, so that's what I'm doing. So welcome everybody to an impromptu stream. I hope everyone is doing well. And I don't need to go through, I think, everything we talked about before, except to say that if you haven't done so already, please follow the channel, check out the YouTube, the Discord, and the Twitter with !arvtube, !arvcord, and !arvtweets. Website is arvaneleron.com. You can find all of that on my Patreon, is !arvtreon. That is one of my big financial ways to support the channel. Also, !arvshop for the merchandise area, the sub button right under the video window. And since we've been talking about that, thank you, Govin. Since we've been talking about that, the publishing stuff, !Icarus, which is my Icarus and Jelinek graphic novels. Again, more about that coming up on Saturday if you want to know more about it. There is a reading coming up of it. And yes, I've gotten some emails from friends of mine and stuff like that who were kind enough to back the Kickstarter and like, hey, the Icarus thing, I got news that it's being sent out. And I'm like, yes, it indeed is. That is the case. We are sending it out, and we got some hardcover stuff that is going to be, I should say, hardcover for the Kickstarters, and then of course we've got the paperback retail editions, print editions that are going to be coming out as well. So super excited about all of those, and I'm in the process of looking for reviewers and things like that. So again, I will renew my request if anybody happens to know a YouTube channel or any place like that that does graphic novel reviews specifically, please let me know, because I'd love to be able to submit that to some people for some of those reviews. And that's that. Exclamation Point Library, Tales and Tomes from the Forbidden Library. That is a silver seller over there because it's been selling very well. It is on sale for $9.98. So please jump on board if you have not gotten that already and you have not yet seen the D&D 5e Adventure and Sourcebook with many people that contributed to it. That is over there too. And then Exclamation Point, a print edition of that coming shortly. And Exclamation Point Greyshade Gas for my Greyshade Kickstarter. Quick note about the schedule. This is obviously the last I'm going to be streaming tonight. This will be like a short impromptu one. And then tomorrow night, because Community D&D has been rescheduled to next Wednesday, I'm going to have a co-op stream of Destiny 2. It looks like the co-op stream is going to be just me and Rob, GC Darkside Rob. I thought it was going to be Rob, and Zach, but it looks like Zach may end up having a schedule conflict, which is, obviously we would love to have him, but it's okay. That means that Rob and I will be here for some shenanigans. I think we will both be streaming that on our respective channels, and I wish that we could squad stream it or whatever, but we do not have that capability as affiliates. But down the line, hopefully, we'll be able to do something along those lines. So anyway, you'll be able to see both of us doing some Destiny 2, and that'll be tomorrow night. Then we'll be off on Thursday. Friday, we have got Esper Genesis at 8:30 p.m. Eastern. And then Saturday, 7 p.m. Eastern, is the big Gen Con reading event on my channel at 7 p.m. with EDE Bell reading work that is going to be coming out from Athos Arts, and then myself at 7:30 p.m. Eastern reading from Icarus and Jelinek, which of course is coming out from Athos Arts in retail and is going out to backers. So there's that, and then I will be doing more of this Kingdoms of Amalur, and that will wrap up this week and moving on into August from there. So that's what we've got going on. And yeah, I know, not much more streaming than this, but I was able to do a little more because, I don't know, I felt like it. I got my writing done early. Actually, I'll get rid of this, and I will explain why I was thinking about that, or what I've been doing with that. Where do we go? There we go. Cool. So, hi again, everyone. Good to see you all. Yeah, the thing that I decided to do was I've been working on this work in progress, some of which I have written live on my Fantasy Fiction Fridays, which obviously I haven't been able to do for a while because we've been home because there's a little thing called a pandemic we've been dealing with. But that is my work, Winnie and Wormwood. Some people have actually heard me read from this live. I know Brahms up at CanCon last year was able to hear me read a part of this. And so I've been in the process of going through revisions on that manuscript. Those revisions are almost done. I have one more little interlude to basically add into it, which I'm going to be finishing tomorrow, and then one big pass, last pass over the manuscript by myself, that I'm going to be doing all the way through Sunday. Then basically Monday, I am going to be assembling my list of agents. Some of that will be on Sunday as well, assembling a list of agents, and then I'm going to be starting to query those with, you usually do 10 at a time, because if you get 0 bite and 0 response from anybody in those first 10, that is sometimes a suggestion that you should probably adjust the query letter for the next 10, rather than sending out, 80 at a time and then finding that the query letter really wasn't up to snuff, and so all 80 passed when really they would have if the query letter had been better. So that's why I'm going to be sending off to that first 10. So I basically want to do that, and once that's done, then the only thing I really need to do after that is do a little bit of work in prep for the fall semester, which is starting earlier for me. My university is starting August 24th instead of after Labor Day because of the situation going on with coronavirus, and I'm going to be teaching more of it online. It's still going to be largely synchronous, but I do have to do some preparation for that. So I'm going to be doing a little bit of work with that over the next week or so. But other than that, I'll be able to actually relax with the family and with all you lovely people for the next few weeks. So that's basically what we've got going on. And so I was able to get done with it, with the writing that I needed to get done tonight, which was one of the interludes I wanted to add. I finished up that interlude today. And so the other one I want to put together tomorrow, and then that'll be that. So yeah. Schedules happen. Yeah, that's right, Arudinel, I remember. And it's hard to believe. I mean, it really does feel, I know everyone jokes about this, but it really does feel like 2020 has been, like you yourself said, Arudinel. And by the way, thank you again for the tier 3 resub. I appreciate it very much, man. But the fact that just goes on, it feels like 2020 has just literally been forever, I mean, we're not quite to August. And it's not even been a summer that we can be like, what a great summer. Because it hasn't been a great summer. Like, it really has not. It's been, a summer that, knock on wood, the people around me and I have been able to survive with health. And, my wife and I still have a job and, still have a roof over our heads. And I mean, so obviously those are all things to be grateful for. We had several very successful events, including a big charity event, 2 big charity events during the pandemic, ArvCon and of course JulyCon. So we had those big successes, and I'm always grateful for those and grateful for all of you. So, I mean, there's things to be grateful for, but in general, this has been a bad summer for everyone involved on multiple levels. And so, yeah, I mean, it's just one of those things where you're like, it's weird to imagine that when the vaccine appears, and it will, when we get a vaccine, when we find that it works, when we have sane leadership again, etc. Once all of those things are done, it's going to be interesting to think back about how 2020 was just a lost year. Like, I mean, it just really was a lost year. Even if we lose part of 2021, and I hope we don't lose all of it, but I'm sure we'll lose some. But even so, it's not going to feel quite the same as just basically the feeling that from essentially late February to early March, all the way through to what looks like the end of the year, is just a blown year. And that's weird. We've never lived through that experience. So yeah, it very much feels like that, and it's exactly. I know, and it was like, and there's so there's so much evenness, 2020, like all, but no, it's one of those things. So, nonetheless, we are still fighting for justice and equality and all that kind of stuff. And that's why BLM, Black Lives Matter, is still extremely important and will continue to be important. So please check that out. That is an active way that you can support real change, active change for people of color, and specifically can amplify Black voices and Black concerns by looking at that resource link. And again, a lot of great things over there, including education for yourself, education for your children, education for yourself if you you are a person of color, if you are not a person of color, how to be a good ally, and all those sorts of things. And some of those things also apply to other issues that are equally significant, trans lives and how trans lives matter, and the importance of equality for women as well, and for, you know, lesbian, gay, bisexual, etc. And so all of those things there's some good issues there that can be used across many different kinds of axes of social justice. But in any case, let us please continue to remember that as we go forward. Now, with that said, I have some more Kingdoms of Amalur to play, so I'm going to play with all of you. I don't know how long, probably 90 minutes to 2 hours, not a super long stream here, and then I will head to bed, and we'll be back, as I say, Wednesday night for Destiny 2, and then Thursday off, and then Friday for Esper Genesis. So that's what we got. And then Saturday's the big reading, followed by more of this event. So that's what we've got going on, and let's move on to the game while we're at it. It also helps that I already had the computer on here, so it was just sitting here, and I'm like, I could just play this more. I could just turn on the computer, and I could just do that, right? I could just do that thing. So yeah. Give me 1 second here too. Blah, blah, blah. Good, lovely. Okay, cool. As we move back over to this. Okay. GOG Galaxy. Witcher 3 Wild Hunt. Blood and Wine was really great today. I'm really enjoying Blood and Wine a lot. It is super, super good. All right. Yes. Exactly. Well, especially because, you know, I mean, again, kids are away. Wife and kids are away. Already did my writing. You know what I mean? Like I did my job, man. I did my thing. Oh, and also, I have what's left of my salmon burger for my mother-in-law made. And I have the other half of my French toast bagel. Hell yeah. French toast bagel, people. Let me be clear about the power of French toast bagel. It's real good. French toast bagel with a little bit of butter. Oh, man. You know, and I actually get it. I don't think you have these up there, Rudinell. You don't have Stu Leonard's up in Maine, do you? I think that's a tri-state area thing. But honestly, Stu Leonard's is pretty good. It's not like amazing, but it's pretty good, and they have good stuff like that. And I don't know. I like it. I like it. Plains of Arafel. Your favorite bagel? Why is it a raisin? Ah, I forgot the. No, wait, no. I didn't forget. The widescreen fixer is still on. Yeah, there it is. Yay, widescreen fixer is still on. It's good, right, Mrs. Dunsel? Like, I like Stu Leonard's. It's kind of like the food is pretty solid. It's not incredibly expensive. It's sort of like the food is pretty comparable to Whole Foods while costing a lot less. It's got better produce than like cheaper stores would. And like, you know, again, it's not amazing, but it's pretty good. So I'm assuming your favorite bagel would be like oatmeal raisin, right, Shadow? Not oatmeal raisin, like raisin, like cinnamon raisin, something like that. Hello, I'm Doll. How are you? Yeah, and fun to visit as a family. Exactly. Yeah, because you've got the one, for those of you who don't know, Stu Leonard's has like this one path that you kind of follow through the store. So it's almost like you're discovering things as you go along. And they have little things like, especially, you know, for the kids, they have like these kind of crazy farm displays, like cows playing accordion and like stupid stuff like that. But it's kind of funny. And you go through that. And then they have like this big bagel stand, and they have other things like sushi and fresh fish and whatever. And then you go through it. Of course, when you go outside of it, right there you got your ice cream hot dog type of thing, particularly ice cream. Like, yeah, cinnamon raisin, yeah. Oh, I got I will show you. Let's see, where is it? Okay, so I'll bring this back here for a minute. What? There we go. So my wife sent this. It's not going to be quite in focus, but there's my son inside the tent. And then there's my son and my daughter looking out at the water. And there's the place where they are. Very pretty. Again, these are not in focus because of the camera or whatever, but... and then that's my son, who clearly decided he was going to wear the full Batman outfit the whole time. So, Little Arv and Mini Arv. Oh, yeah, and then this one. I Love New York, the classic. So, what about 2020 has been in focus? Exactly. Oh, I think I missed some stuff. Game's a fun one. Yeah, definitely, Heimdall. We were talking about the remastered one. That was a joke for a while on the channel, that people would come on and be like, did you know that there was a remastered version? And I'm like, yes, I know that. So now people are doing it kind of as a joke. Blueberry pancakes, pitcher of real maple syrup, half a stick of butter. Oh my gosh. Delicious, Rudin. I love it. Yeah, there it is. Did you hear about the re-reckoning? Why, no, Are you crazy? There's a re-reckoning? How is that even possible? Madness. But anyway, yeah. Looking forward to it. I wish that they could make the save compatible, because it would be cool to come back to it just to test it out, but it's not going to be that case. Okay, I have to cleanse this amulet, I remember. Yeah, it's called Re-Reckoning. Yep. Listen, it could have been Curse of Strahd revamped, which is what they did. Curse of Strahd revamped. I kid you not. Okay. All right. Take a look at the local map. Cleanse the amulet. All right. God, here's a hidden door. Can I not? Hidden door. Can I not? I can't get to it from here, can I? Man. I can even see the hidden door. But I'm going to have to go around, aren't I? Exactly. Giant beard. What's going on, man? Revamped would work. And the translation just didn't. I don't know. Sometimes. Good to see you, Good Giant Beard. How have you been? I haven't seen you for a while. Actually, I do see you sometimes lurking. I like that little spell. We call that little spell when you absolutely positively need to clear out every goddamn person in the room. The only problem with that is the length of time it takes to set, to cast. But man, when that thing is cast, it is no joke. Oh, for sure. No, that's awesome, John Beard. I'm glad to hear it. I am glad to hear it. It is always good to see you. I had Salonis pop by yesterday, too. See, again, like, these are people... Now, I have seen Giant Beard before, so it's not quite that way. It's not quite as, like, oh, I haven't seen you in forever type of thing. But, you know, Giant Beard, I've known for a long time, you know, back in the day. So, yeah, so it's great to see everyone coming back. I'm glad to see people, even if they can just stop in for a little bit. That's always cool. Okay. All right. Yeah, that's that Discord for inviting Amalur. You know, the problem is I need to be better about checking the Amalur Discord. I try to really avoid getting too into Discords because I've already got, besides my own, I'm already part of like at least 6 or 7 others, and after a while I'm just like, I can't have things I have to constantly, you know, update and be like, okay, did you check this, and this? Like, I cannot do that. It is not a good idea. we go. Oh, original vanished. Ah, that's, you know what? That's actually a really good idea, Rudinell. I should think about that. That's a good idea. Because otherwise what happens is I start going like, have I checked this? I mean, at least it's not like doom scrolling, like looking at Twitter or something. You know, I mean, I do look at Twitter here and there, but like at least it's not doom scrolling that way. But it's like, you know, FOMO scrolling probably. It's like, you know, I want to make sure that am I missing everything I need to see? So it is not wise to go down that rabbit hole always. All right, up and over. Ah, thank you for the follow, Karen. Josiah, what's up, man? That's a good idea. That's a good idea. I mean, we have... The general channel actually works that way. Honestly, I'm pretty happy with how the Discord is playing, with the possible exception of the politics channel, which is still a little too much people yelling at each other for my taste, and I don't want it to be something where either we don't have one anymore, or where people just, like, get upset and leave, or just mute it completely. So... I don't know. I'll have to think a little bit about that. I mean, it's okay. It's not been a disaster or anything, but you know, that's the one thing I'm like, I would like for us to. I think it's important to acknowledge the existence of actual concerns. You can't divide politics from anything else. But having said that, I'd like us to. Dude, this juggling thing is fun. Hey. Problem there was they were all resistant. I always catch myself doom scrolling. 2 Amalur streams in a row. I know, right? Can you believe the good fortune? Rhiannon. No, I talked about the possibility that I might do an impromptu stream because my family's away for another couple of days, and I got my writing done that I needed to get done today. So I was like, you know what? I had a good time with Amalur today streaming it, so I'm going to stream a little more because I can do that. Because I'm an adult and stuff. Whoa. This is actually, Reginald has been really good for crowd control in here. Yeah, Reginald has been really good for crowd control because I've had situations where they've all, like, shown up at the same time. But an adult nonetheless. I don't have an inventory hoarding problem. Man, you saw what I was doing in The Witcher. I was lightening the load. That's what they call me now, Rhiannon. They call me LTL. Arvin LTL Eleron. That's what the L stands for. It stands for lightening the load. Lightening the load. What are you trying to say? Most hoarders are over 40. Yeah, so? This great hammer belonged to the Butcher of Korthus, General Mardala Hest. It has been stained with the blood of an infidel, of countless Ragash and Hiranar. Yeah, no. How about no? It's great, but not what I use. Is that a Samwise to Frodo quote? Okay, good. For one terrifying moment, I thought I had jumped past my ability, and I was like, wait, what? Hello, Fred. Whoa, 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 whoa. Take it easy, Broseph. Oh, did I just... Hey, you die. Darn it, darn it, darn it. Jeez. The Dragon's Spurs, huh? Inventory space problems, as usual. Alright. Feyblades. Even myths leave bones. Those are really nice. It's unfortunate, though, that I don't use Feyblades. It is most unfortunate. Alright, let's destroy some of these. Okay. Oh, she was looking for sativa fibers. Teeth of Narrow's Legend of Dead Kel and the Weapons and Armor bundle. I have to go and lighten this load. See, you would just have me discard this everywhere. What you are, sir, is you are not environmentally sound, Rhiannon. I am environmentally sound. I bring this stuff and then I recycle it as I should. That's what I do, okay? You can just dump this stuff wherever you go, but I recognize the need. You place the Eye of Ammon onto the altar, its grow blightens and then goes out. Why do I have to return the amulet? Return the goddamn amulet. Oh, I have to return the amulet to what's-his-face? Aw, man. Smart guy. That's cool and slightly troubling. Okay. Now, let's head back to where we need to head back to, which is to Ymir. Yes, I wish to fast travel to Ymir.
Lovely day, isn't it?
I'm going to sell some stuff. And turn in some quests.
Damn refugees.
Don't mind me. Just another refugee looking for a handout. Life's tough, what with the Freemen striking us at every turn. You understand, I'm sure.
It's a little hard to concentrate with this guy just spurting blood. Like...
So, you found out. Gelt told you, did he? No matter.
What?
The amulet is cursed.
I mean...
That old fool in Ymir won't want it back. Not professional bandits, exactly. But sly enough to
just
cut
like
a
bleeding,
living out of this
bleeding.
dried and dusty wasteland.
You alright there, bro?
You never know where they're going to strike next.
He looks very calm for a dude who's obviously bleeding to death.
Haven't you heard? The Tuatha have moved raiding parties inland. They've sacked homes all along the coast. Farms burned, whole families killed. Those of us that have survived are moving west, hoping the Summer Fae will provide us.
Those of us that have totally survived.
Last hope for the hopeless.
Right, Rhiannon?
They should be ashamed of themselves. With all they have, the least they can do is spare a little extra for the dying. We're not bad people, just unlucky.
I'll sign the pledge on that, bro.
I am a refugee,
Yeah,
heading
right,
west from the
Giantbeard.
Tawili coast. A grieving son leaving his dead mother behind. To think there is scum that would steal a man's sole inheritance. I knew the gem was cursed. I overheard Faye speak of it, and of the great trickster Armen. But the curse is worth the agony. Imagine the gold.
It's alright, dude. I cleared it.
Wonderful. Give it here. The amulet itself isn't worth the stone it's made from. But it's the story that interests me. Something of Armen's belongs to me. I don't have much in the way of gold, but I have acquired quite the collection of useful items.
I mean, you're going to be
my
dead in about 10 seconds, bro. So.
travels. That's why I like you. You prefer action to debate. You will go far because of it. Like me. Well, like me before I was betrayed and left for dead.
Prismere lockpick, repair kit, lockpick 2. Physical shard.
Bye.
What was the... Didn't that help you at all?
Good working with you. You've got potential.
Dude, can you go get help?
I am a refugee, heading west from the Bye.
I just... I just don't... Okay. Alright, let's see. That's down there. Let's see where we're at. Oh, you mean the edition for PS4 Pro? I saw that and I'm like, well, isn't there a PS5 coming out? And then I understood what you meant. I was like, okay, I get it. Okay, so we've got this, and this. The Windstones, right? What about this? That is way down there. And Quiet Bride is way over there. Lock and Key is down there. Whoops. Something borrowed. That's over there. Bane's Luck is over there. That's way over there. And that's over there is the closest one. All right. So then I think the one that's the closest is down here. Yeah, so I might as well do this. Pick this up and then grab that quest down there, I think is what makes sense. Yes, and then I'm going to sell some stuff and repair.
Welcome to Helmgard.
Welcome to Helmgard.
Need something? I've got everything a soldier could need, except dagger pommel.
Sell all junk. Okay.
Or twining or spoons. Now, what was my tally?
Take better care of your things to begin with, I always...
Repair all of those. See, look, 187,000 gold.
Right.
Alrighty.
Shield brother?
So they've probably also addressed some of the mods
Traveling, brother.
that I think have
Headed
been
for
put in
Chloricon.
since then. Is probably also reminds me a little bit of what might have happened with like the special editions that Beamdog does of, you know, Icewind Dale and Icewind Dale 2 and Baldur's Gate and all those. Reminds me a little bit of that. All right, so we have to go here. pick up the other ancient thing down there and then go over this way. Alright. Use your own risk converter tool. We can't promise anything yet. Okay. That's really what I'm hoping they do. I mean, again, it won't matter because we're going to be done with this by the time that game comes out. By the time that's out, we'll be done with this. But but still, I mean, I would love to be able to sort of check out, you know, different aspects of it and sort of compare and contrast and all that stuff. Especially since we will play that right before then. Run, 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 run. Whoa. Oh, got more guys coming. And still more guys coming. Aggroed every single thing in the place. All right, anyone else? Jeez. What's up, Rugod? Literally aggroed like every enemy in like 500-foot radius was like, what? I hear there's things going on over here. I really, really want to get... This is so frustrating to me. I want to get more sets. I've only got the one set, which is this, but like the Shoes of Seasons, Aurelia's Shoes, the Boots of the Dark Imperium. Like, could I ever get any sets from any of these things? The Harbinger's Cowl, like any of them? Jeez. Well, my family is away camping because I have a dentist appointment and other stuff I'm doing while they're gone for the next day or next couple of days. I'll be back Thursday afternoon. And I got my writing done today, and I had a great time playing Amalur earlier today, and I'm like, you know what? Why don't I just get another one in here? Oh. I thought we were going to get attacked. Apparently, I was incorrect. Set drops. Well, yeah, because I'm ready. I'm ready. The time has come. Okay, I got that. So I've got, let's see, this over here and that over there. But I want to, there's other things I can do down here first. I think it might be this one. No, it's not that one. Is it? No, although that's going to be what I'll go to next. Might be Lock and Key. Yeah, there it is. Ancient Vault. That's what I want to go to next. Hit that up and then go back up over here. Alright, well, we might as well go down there and see what we can do about picking up some of that stuff. There's only one thing left now. I love how that's allegedly safe. I love how that's fine. That's fine to jump down, but other ones, not so fine. I love that. He was like the only dude who didn't get aggro down there. He was like, oh. Oh, that's interesting. It's quite a good... That is upward-facing dog, I think. That's a quality yoga pose, for sure. That's... I don't think that... I mean... It's not bad. It's good back support, back arch right there. Like, you know. Aha.
The mortals marched unto our golden plains. Fair folk some, and dusky others. They found the rocks and rising of this land pleasing. They asked for it, but it was not ours to give. Cleaving stone and burning root, they made a kingdom for themselves, and named it Tala Rain.
That's, yeah, the reason you got different answers is because everyone's process is different, but also, it's not an easy question in some ways because it kind of depends. If I have a particular project that I need to get done by a certain time, a short story or something like that, I can churn it out pretty quickly. If I'm working on a novel which is more self-directed, or at least where the scale is larger and the deadlines are larger, then, you know, sometimes I have a certain number of things I want to get done in a given week. Like today, I really wanted to get this one interlude that I was working on finished so that I could, well, first of all, so I could hang out with all of you, but also because that way I only have one interlude left to write, which I'm going to do tomorrow. And then I can do one final pass of the manuscript over the next few days, so that by Sunday I put together my list of agents and I query the first 10 on Monday, and then I'm done with it, and I can do a couple of like prep for fall semester things and otherwise just hanging out with you folks in the family. So I knew what I wanted to get done to make that happen. I've been trying to take advantage of the fact that it is definitely easier in the middle of the pandemic. It is definitely easier to not have the family around for me to get writing. I miss them, trust me, but it's definitely easier because just scale, you know, on my scale and process and time, like it's more, you know, I don't have the other distractions basically. So, so I want to get more writing done at times like this. On a Friday, for example, I usually want to get, it depends. Sometimes I want to get 4 or 5 pages. Normally I like to get 4 or 5 manuscript pages done in a pretty solid writing session, which is around 1,500 words or so. There are some authors who write much faster than that. There are some authors who write much slower than that, but I find that that's a good sort of baseline for me to go with. I find when I'm writing faster than that at like my top speed, I don't like the quality of the first draft that I'm putting out. And the issue is I like to write a pretty clean first draft. I think it's a holdover from high school when I didn't want to have to rewrite stuff. Obviously, you always have to do revision. You can't avoid that ever. But I find that putting a lot more work into my first drafts, which means I might be a little bit slower than the sort of super speedy ones, means that I have less work to do on the other end where I'm having to, you know, where there's all these like grammatical mistakes and problems and things like that. Like I saw this, Carlos Hernandez posted this. Kwame Mbalia had posted this Alpha Smart Neo. You may have seen these things advertised. They're no longer made, but it's basically just a full-size keyboard, right? And then it's got the screen, but it's a monochrome screen and all it does is type. And then it has a thing where you can basically put the stuff onto a computer and then transfer it into a word processor for revision. Because you can't revise on it. Like it's not full featured enough for that. And some people love that because that way they can just type words. There's no internet. They won't get distracted. The problem for me is that I like to have, as I say, pretty clean sentences and lines. And if I think to myself, oh, this would fit better earlier in the draft, I don't want to be like, oh, I'll worry about it later and then just keep writing. Because then I might forget, or I might have to like put notes, don't forget this one section, as opposed to doing that when I can. And that way, when I go through revision, I'm revising, I'm smoothing, I'm shaping, I'm structuring, as opposed to, no, I have to throw out, 50% of the manuscript and add 60% and like these massive changes, which I don't think I would have had to do if I were more careful on that first draft. So kind of depends. What's up, Bisterma? You know what else is a good time? King's Quest. Those are also good times. I do not deny it, Isterma. And that's why I've played those as well. But it's been a long time since I played Amalur, honestly, a few weeks, so. Oh, really? Yeah, I mean, I you know, there is something to be said for handwriting, writing longhand and the value that it has to your brain. There is some benefit to that. My handwriting is not particularly great. But the thing about that is, I mean, I do use basically, especially my cursive handwriting. You know, my print is fine. I use that when I'm, you know, writing comments, side comments on some of my students' papers and things, normally when I'm not dealing with a pandemic. But, like, my handwriting is, you know, not great. But the thing is, it's so much slower for me to write that as opposed to how fast I can type, that I would rather be able to type more quickly. And when I'm really in the zone, I can, you know, hammer out a ton of pages in a given day. Other times it's much, much slower, which is why I say if I average, you know, 3, 4, 5 pages in a writing session, I'm pretty happy with that, manuscript pages. So, you know, handwriting would just make that almost impossible for me to do it that way. So, yeah. You and Coven both. But my signature's fine. It's fine. It's my signature. You know it for sure. Alright, what's your deal?
Good, you're here. A powerful relic stolen from our vaults, and they send a single pledge shield. Have they gone completely mad?
I'm better than a typical
Who knows how
pledge
many like
shield.
it were in that vault, and how many stolen already? Let's go in. We'll see what we find there.
Well, hold on, let's talk about the war.
You're far from it now, but it hangs over everything like a putrid fog. Sverri Cora in Melson Shear is Amalur, and commands the Warsworn at the front.
Oh, Reginald is going to get so bored he's not going to make it through this conversation. Watch.
They were using it to summon Niskaru in those caverns. Terrible. This is what comes of forgetting and ignoring. This place is mine alone to watch. Once we had shields enough to stand guard here day and night. Then the war came, and off to Cluricon they went. Now I come on my own once a fortnight and inspect the grounds. You can see where that got us.
There he goes. No more Reginald. Reginald, killed of boredom.
Mike Castellan dislikes dust and old things that aren't sung in a tavern. So
Rip
looking
Reginald
after them,
again.
worrying about them falls to me. In this vault lies every cursed, chaotic tool ever taken from our foes. Before we became simple mercenaries. Its doors, its walls, its very floors are imbued with magic to keep these dangerous and powerful things in, and everything else out.
That's totally reasonable. Totally reasonable, yeah. True, paper has no Wi-Fi. That is 100% true.
You'll see in a moment. The outer doors are open, but that's no concern. It's the inner door that's always locked. Only Brian has that key.
All right.
Come, this way.
All right. Let me just remember what the hell we were doing here. I have met Oathblade Gwyn Onway outside the ancient Warsworn Vault. Any clues about the heart of Sibin's theft will lie inside that vault. All right. Let's do it then.
The inner door. That shouldn't be open.
Whoa.
Pages. Are these the same ones from Brigand Hall? You there! Stop at once!
Mage dies first. Oh man, I just need to figure out how to get that spell to go off faster. If I can ever get that
found this
spell
in the
going off
leader's
faster.
hand. It's the key to the vault. Or maybe a copy of it. Can't tell for sure. No knowing how many times they've been in here when they knew I wasn't about. We were lucky to come when we did.
Alright, the key.
It was clasped in the leader's hand. I'll show it to Gry and Shane when I report to
Yep.
him.
What do we do now?
Return to Helmgard. Gry and Shane won't like this, but he'll have to hear of it all the same.
Alright.
I must report to Gryan immediately. Meet back at Helmgard, Pledge Shield.
Okay, I'm just gonna destroy everything inside this ancient vault first, okay? A lot faster than I expected, actually. I thought it was gonna be a whole big exploration thing, and not so much. That was fast. I mean, again, like, if you were in... Let's be clear, alright? A lot of you love... All of you in here love games, right? If you were in this place, and you had... Wouldn't you be like, okay, so everything seems to be fine now. I'm going to loot the facilities. Like, wouldn't we all do that? I don't think it's that weird. This is like what we would actually do. It's like when I play PUBG, and the way I play PUBG is not by go running and seeking people. I do exactly what I would do in real life if I ever had to do that, which is I would go run to a shack somewhere and hide until all the shooting stopped. That's what I would do. Wouldn't be like, oh yeah, let me go out and find people. What? Pfft. I'll go find people. I'm not a looter. I'm one of the Warsworn. This stuff belongs in a museum. I know what they mean by this, but Talisman of Plotting seems like an unfortunate name to me. I don't know. Plus, this is like violating all kinds of fire code. I'll be like, I have more bad news. Thieves have been and taken a bunch of other things. She's like, what? Yeah, when you left, I saw. Someone broke all the crates, stole all the chests. It was terrible. You ran off too fast. I couldn't stop you. I mean, I did what I could to gather information on the thieves. I suspect they won't be back there again, though. Well, I mean, because I'm looting for valuable information. Right? That's why. I'm looting for valuable stuff that can be used to help me survive in this world. Not because I want to do it so I can sell it for money and get a equivalent of a fantasy Lamborghini. Golden nugget. Saw most items sold. Yeah, exactly. With a with a Sam Elliott mustache. Oh, man. Wow, it was close. Or whether that disarmed or not, but... I mean, think about, you know, you all know what character Rock God plays. So, you all think about that. Alright, you can tell a lot about someone based on the character that they play in a D&D game. So you just keep that in mind. Open. See? Delinquent. Oh, man, I was so close to getting all of this looted. I was so close to getting all of it looted, and now... Okay. I'd love to be able to have something that, like, put in a tag that says if it's non-magical, move it to junk or something. That would speed things up considerably. Okay. That is the vault. Alright. The vault was not as big as I had feared, so... Okay. Right. Helmguard Keep. Fast travel. I gotta sell a bunch of stuff and turn in this quest. Wait. I gotta turn in...
I'm glad you're here. I've taken the precaution of jailing Gwyn. A bit heavy-handed, I know. But this is a serious matter, and only necessary until we've cleared this up. That vault was hers to watch over. This can't help but put her under suspicion.
That's terrible. Who would actually steal anything from the vault?
We have a small jail at the back of the keep. Useful enough, between the freemen and other sorts you find on the plains.
There you go.
Of course she was. I ordered her there. That proves nothing. Someone helped those mages get in. But who? And how? Yes, these mages, the Farlangi, was that it? They stole the relic, of course. But they must have had help from inside to get in. Your search must continue. The vault was Gwyn's responsibility. There's no getting around that. Until it's clear precisely what happened, she'll remain where she is.
I mean, something.
Things in that vault are fine for songs and tales of Eamon. They make the Warsworn seem more legendary and grand.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it's all dusty nonsense to me.
That's good, because I stole a bunch of... I mean, yeah, sure.
She never mentioned a key. Withholding evidence as well. The girl broods so. Suppose I'm not surprised. I do want to know what became of that key.
Now I have to speak to her. Not surprising. Before I do any of that, though, I need to sell stuff. Because I am again overloaded.
Well, hello. I've got spear hafts, but no spearheads.
Thanks, I don't care what you have. Sell all junk.
You can't sell just the haft.
Okay, goodbye.
What was my talent?
Now I need to repair. What's up?
What have you broken now?
Repair all. Goodbye.
Right.
The wind on the plains can howl like a wolf sometimes.
Now it's time to talk to her. Wonder if that dude did it. He was the only one who had the key. Turns suspicion on her, takes it off himself.
Greetings.
tell me you believe I had a hand in this. After all you've seen, this is a nightmare.
No, I don't believe it.
I do.
You blame yourself.
But I blame the Warsworn leadership so much more. After my parents, after all my warnings. What is the saying? They who ignore the past are fated to repeat it. But Gryan would rather sweep this under the rug. That is why I'm here.
Your parents?
My parents were loyal Warsworn, but the Order turned its back on them. They would not help, let alone... Forgive me. I am not used to talking of such things.
Well, fortunately, I'm persuasive.
You will surely face more of those mages. In my strongbox by my bed, you will find a ring of mothers. I want you to have it.
You didn't show him the key?
The key! Gods damn it, he was in such a rush to throw me in here, I forgot. Take it, show it to Gryan. If it is a copy, I know a master locksmith in Tyrant's Rest who might be able to help.
Alright, let's talk about the key.
As much magic and artistry has gone into that key as into the lock. Casting a working copy would be no simple task. It is described in our histories. A thing of great power won by Aegon from an evil mage. We know little else. Before you found it, we didn't even know it could be used to call forth Niscaro. We didn't know it, but someone did. Despite their loyalty to the Order, the Warsworn could never admit that our own history was intertwined with their deaths. And now this, as if they were spitting on my parents' graves.
This is the origin of a supervillain, by the way.
I'll be alright. Just go solve this, and get me out of here. Does he think this will all go away after he locks me up? That those mages and their Niscaro will vanish just because he shuts his eyes? Huh.
Should have been a ha!
Every cursed object from the time
Hey,
of the
Miranda.
first sworn
I did
we
indeed.
keep in that vault under lock, key, and other protections.
I did indeed.
It was only a matter of time before some villain found a way in.
Oh yeah, lock, key, and other protections. That vault was very secure. I can confirm that, for
First, speak with the Castellan. If the key is a copy, then you must seek the Master Locksmith in Tyrant's Rest.
sure. It'll be a copy. For sure. Okay.
Greetings.
Welcome.
What's this now?
Yep.
A key found among the vault intruders. I see. Well, I can say for certain that it's not the original. That was the first thing I checked after you went off to the vault.
I still think this guy's dirty.
As I told you, the first thing I did was verify the key was safe and sound in its proper place. Which means what you found is an impossibly perfect copy.
I don't buy this dude at all.
Ah, yes, the gnome. Tarion. He'd know something of how this was done. Did Gwyn suggest this? She always did have a head for these things. Although, if she's behind this, the gnome could be a trap. Be wary, Pledge Shield.
This dude, like, he threw her into jail. He's like, oh, she's the only one who could have blah, 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 blah. I'm like, weren't you the only one with a key? What exactly were you doing on the night in question? Too many Law and Order episodes watched, but, I mean, still. All right. Ah, okay, so that's over there. So, let's see what we got. We got... That's over there. That's way down there. That's over there again. That's way over there. That's over there. That's there, which might be the next place to go. Grinning Vein. That's over there, same direction. And that's over there. Okay. So yeah, I think Vein is the one that we want. You're so vain. You probably think the song is about you. I'm sure I've talked about this on stream before, but I've never understood what that song is about, because the song is literally, "You're so vain, you probably think this song is about you," but the song is about them. I don't... Exactly, Arudno. What were you doing? I bet you think this quest... I bet you think this quest is... It is about me! But I don't... Right? That doesn't make any sense to me. Like, she makes this whole big thing, like, you know, da-da-da-da, with a yacht, 100 total eclipse of the sun. Like, it's a good song, and then you're like, wait, aren't you just saying... You just said, "You're so vain," but it's about... The song's about them, so what? I don't... Hello? Hup. I don't know. I just... Let's kick it. I guess, like... It seems like one of those songs that sounds really cool, and then you look at the list of the lyrics and you're like, what? I may be wrong. No, it's right. No, I mean, like, it's saying, not about you, like, it's saying, you know, you probably think this song is about you, and it is about the person that she's allegedly singing it to. So, like, it doesn't... It's one of those things that, like, sounds really good, and then you're like, you analyze it a bit, and you're like, wait, what? The impossible trident of song. It's almost like, blinded by the light, and nobody ever knows what that part is. Wrapped up like a deuce, which doesn't really make any sense. Oh, come on now. And everyone's dead. She's singing it to no one? Revved up like a deuce? Revved up like a deuce. Oh, by the way, I think I've just recently talked about the Super Guitar Bros, who of course have done music that appears on this channel. I've talked about the Super Guitar Bros having done this thing with a guy named Dan. I can't remember his last name. If you do Super Guitar Bros and Dan, you'll find it. He's a vocalist on YouTube. And they did this whole album with a bunch of really cool covers of songs like Nights in White Satin and everything. And one of the songs that they did was Black Hole Sun. And first of all, again, as a reminder of how great that song is. But it led me to, and I had never listened to it completely, the Norah Jones cover of that song, which was done in the same theater where he had done his last performance, where Chris Cornell had done his last performance, and it's super, super good. It's like, it is Norah Jones doing it, but it's just like, it pulls out stuff from that song that you would not have expected. Extremely impressive. Could be, yeah. Anyway, so it's Dan Avidan. Yeah, Dan Avidan. Like his vocals are beautiful for Black Hole Sun and for Nights of White Satin. I think he does Kiss from the Rose on the Gray as well, the Seal song. But which is also really good. But like the Norah Jones version of Black Hole Sun is super good. Man, it's just like, Super impressive. Yeah, he's got a great voice. I didn't know anything about him, to be honest, until I didn't know anything about him until that. And they call it a mine. A mine. Okay. Yep. Happens quite a bit because one of the things that interests people about songs is the lyrics when they actually can read, you know, hear what the hell it is. It's like and it works the other way too. I tweeted this out the other day that Shia did a cover of a Hamilton song, and I was like, oh, that's really good. My daughter showed it to me, and she was like, I was like, oh, that's really good. And she's like, yeah, I can finally understand what she's saying. I'm like, that's fair enough, because no one knows what the hell she is saying, so. Right, exactly. Perhaps a trap? Shia, really? Oh. I don't know. I mean, I liked her with 07, but I find her not particularly easy to understand most of the time. This place seems perfectly safe. That booming sound. It's funny. I mean, all singers, you know, lots of singers have, I shouldn't say all, lots of singers have that to a certain degree, because otherwise it sounds like, you can't always get what you want, but if you try sometimes, you know, like, you don't want it to be stupid, right, sounding. Yeah, exactly. Classic from Weird Al. Okay. I'm going to be out of room. Yep, I'm right there now. Alright, well, I'm going to destroy... Oh, can't. Never actually heard that one, Rock God. Well, classically trained just means that you literally went to school for training in the singing of classical music. So, you know, you went to, you know, an academy or a place like Juilliard or something like that specifically for training in classical music, and then branched out. Oftentimes they're referring to that because then they branched out to do other things. So... Grinning guy. Damn it. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Easy, easy. God damn it. This guy. There we go. See ya. Wouldn't want to be ya. Okay. Okay. Right, more of genre. Hey, Tilted, what you doing, man? Good to see you, good to see you. Right. Ah, I see what you're saying. Yeah, I feel like Soundgarden doing covers is also kind of a waste, frankly. Like, their own unique stuff is good enough that that's kind of more important, you know, than any kind of cover stuff that they would do. I mean, nowhere is it written that one has to, absolutely must, under all circumstances, do covers. I've done a few covers myself. My band has, and that's cool, you know. I like doing covers sometimes, but you don't have to do it if it's just not your bag, you know. Traps are displayed, then disarmed and salvaged. Confirm. All right, now for this one. Yes, special attack can apply damage over time. Special attack awards bonus fate. Yeah, that's cool, but not necessary. Alright. Not yet, but I'm getting there. Oh my gosh, salad fingers. I haven't thought about salad fingers in ages. Okay, let's take a look at what we've got here. Vane's Luck, collect the contract. Okay, Helmguard Keep. Now here's a question. If you had to choose among of the grunge bands, Pearl Jam, Nirvana, Stone Temple Pilots, Soundgarden, and Alice in Chains, what would you... Which would you choose? If given a choice. Alice in Chains, yeah. Pearl Jam, Soundgarden, close second. Alice in Chains. Alice in Chains. No, it doesn't have to be one of them, no. Doesn't have to be one of them. A little surprised no Stone Temple Pilots love. I think Stone Temple Pilots is underrated. And I actually think that in some ways Stone Temple Pilots... I actually think that Scott Weiland, at his best, was a better singer than Eddie Vedder. And that's, you know, nothing against Eddie Vedder. I think when, you know, assuming Weiland was not during the few times when he wasn't high on something. Weiland was great, and I still would argue that the Stone Temple Pilots Unplugged is still the best Unplugged, I think, on MTV. Clapton's is really good, but it's very different. But Unplugged on Stone Temple Pilots is amazing. What about Bush? I mean... Right. I mean, listen, you know, Big Easy, I think that's what it's called, right? Big Easy? The time to take her home, her dizzy head is conscience laden. Time to take a ride, it leaves today, no conversation. That song's good. And maybe it's also because I have a soft spot in my heart for The Crow, but it's a good song. Driving faster in my car. Alice in Chains, yeah. Pearl Jam, yeah. Soundgarden, STP, Nirvana. Yeah, see, I would agree that I think Nirvana got all the attention. I think Nirvana was fine, but I never thought that Nirvana was like the end all and be all, and you know, I don't know. Big Empty, that's right. That's Big Easy. Big Empty. That's good. And again, that unplugged version of Big Easy is great. Okay. Totally, Giant Beard, yeah. I liked The Crow. As dark as it was, and is, like, very much not my style because of how gory and, like, you know, depressing and all that, but I still like The Crow. And partly is that, you know, Bruce Lee and Brandon Lee, you know, that whole scenario as well. And I thought it was interesting conceptually. Also very stylish. Right, that's true, Marinda, yeah. Well, it's a combination, right? Like, there are a lot of people who are probably in the same, you know, quality level of, you know, insert famous band, but they don't get that kind of attention, as you say, for a variety of reasons. And there are some bands that make it, that deserve it. I mean, and that, you know, worked really hard and deserved to get where they did, and, you know, all that kind of thing. So... I mean, The Cure is kind of tailor-made for that, right? I mean, really, The Cure was, like, set up for that movie. A lot of people also don't realize that that movie was a while ago. I mean, that movie is 90s, right? I want to say that's, like... I think I went and saw it with my then girlfriend, which was like mid-90s, I want to say. It was before I was dating my wife, for sure.
Mind your ways while you're here.
Yep, oh yeah.
That Freeman bastard that drove up Lucky Mine? Well done. Real Warsworn work, that. And here's your gold. Good day.
Okay, sell some stuff.
Look, when the Castellan curses...
I've got everything a soldier could need. Except dagger pommels, or twining or spoons, sworn to war.
I'm gonna repair this first. 1994, yep. Yep. Would have made sense. Because I started dating my Yeah, well, that must have been late then, because I started dating my ex-girlfriend at now, at 1990. It must have been September or October of 1994, somewhere in there. So.
Can't believe Brian just locked her up like that. The daft old fool.
You thought The Crow was kind of a disappointment? See, I kind of like that movie.
Right then.
I have to say. Okay. All right, let's see what we've got. Oh, this is one thing I wanted to do. All right, I'm going to sell some stuff that I'm not going to need because I really...
The swords I have left are of good make.
No, actually not that. I mean, I never use these, so what is the point of, I mean, I just never use these. So I don't know. Okay. Yeah, I just thought it was really stylish. Not Connecticut, Rhode Island. Okay, run. Connecticut is too sensible to fall for this. It's a Rhode Island thing. Oh, yeah, that's true, Rudnell. It's definitely hard to... Yes, it is... Yeah. And as I said, that was the one thing. It was very violent, for sure. No question about that. Wait, there's a skill book?
Sworn to war.
Oh, well then, if I've already read it, then what am I...
I've got spear hafts, but no spear...
Right. 100% agree with Shadowed. 100% agree. And Dream Theater, I mean, look. I'm sorry, but Dream Theater also... Dream Theater is a little bit in love with their own press clippings. Like, yes, they are extraordinarily good musicians, but yeah, their songwriting's not that great. Like, if you give me, seriously, I'm trying to think of, like, I would take Porcupine Tree any day of the week and Twice on Sundays, but, at their prime, basically, of those two bands based on songwriting ability. They're just better. So, yeah, I was Rhode Island. So that, don't need 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 that. Don't need that, don't need that. Don't need that, don't need that, don't need that. Don't need that. Don't need that, don't need that. Don't need that. Don't need that, don't need that. Don't need that, or 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 that. This is all crafting stuff, most of which I don't need. All right, that's a little better.
Heads. You can't sell just the haft.
It was in a rough spot when it came out, Josiah, as part of it. We talked about this before.
Now, what was my
You know, it comes out in early 2012, and what everybody is doing in 2012 is they're watching or playing Skyrim. I mean, so it comes out in Skyrim, and it's going to get lost, and there was another big game that came out right after that. I don't remember what it was, but it was the same kind of thing where you're just like, oh, okay. Yep. Just bad timing. Okay, we have to awaken the 4 other windstones, so we're going to go down here. Yeah. We'll go here and then there.
Welcome.
Oh, sorry. That's what I meant to. That's what I meant to. Yeah, but Skyrim was... Skyrim had a history. Skyrim had a legacy. I did really like Skyrim for all of its problems. I do actually think Skyrim was pretty well done, despite the issues. The mod community was much more heavily into it. That's it. Mass Effect 3, that was the other one. I mean, when this game comes out right after Skyrim and before Mass Effect 3, there's no way people are going to be focusing on that. Those two games by themselves, Skyrim and Mass Effect, the Mass Effect series, are among the most epic RPG experiences I had in the last decade. So, you know, like, one of the Witchers? Could be as well. Could be as well. Yeah. Yeah, and the art style, you know, the graphics I think were good on this, but I can see why people... Part of the problem is the combat in this is way better than Skyrim, but I don't think people really knew what they were looking at. Honestly, I think they just looked at it and they're like, it does feel very much like an MMO. And again, I don't think the game did itself any favors by starting out in, you know, the grayest of gray areas, gray, McGray pants, so that all that you see is just constant gray, never-ending grayness. Like, I mean, I'm being a little facetious, but not much. Like, really. It was ridiculous. So, by the time you get out of there, a lot of people would just be like, the hell with that. You know, I'm out. And so I don't think they did themselves any favors, especially when the first impressions you get of Skyrim, even if you don't like Skyrim, the first impressions you get of Skyrim are overwhelmingly awesome. You're just like, wow. The first impression you got of Mass Effect 3, wow. First impression you got of this game, I mean... Oh, man. I liked Mass Effect 3 a lot. My favorite is Mass Effect 2, but Mass Effect 3 I like a lot. And Mass Effect 3 has some of the best DLCs also. You know, I almost wonder sometimes if it's possible that DLCs... Because it sure as heck feels to me sometimes like the DLCs are better... I mean, again, I've talked about how much I've preferred the DLCs of The Witcher to the main game, which is not to say I don't like the main game, I do, but it's just one of those things where I just have not been as I just really marvel at how good the DLCs have been, and so you wonder why that is. Yeah. I mean, and you know, and also sometimes it's just no accounting for taste, right? Like, I mean, you know, I still have Elder Scrolls Morrowind, and I tried Morrowind a bunch of times. I bounced right off that game. I did not like an Elder Scrolls game, because I played Arena, I played Daggerfall, I played Oblivion, I played Morrowind, and Skyrim. I honestly did not really like an Elder Scrolls game. And in fact, frankly, if you count Bethesda games in general, I don't like Fallouts, most of them either. I did not like one of those until I played Skyrim. And I don't know if it was partially the setting or what, but something about that finally clicked. But a lot of the other ones, I was like, whatever. And I mean, most people love Morrowind that I know, but... Oh, that's bad. More coming. Like that combat. Look at that combat. That combat is so good. So good. Yeah, and I mean, New Vegas, I played, like, what? I streamed, like, 19 hours of that, and then I was just like, I'm not having fun with this. Like, I don't know. I've never liked the Fallout games, though. And I mean, a lot of that, I think, is just, it's just not my setting, you know. I really, really have to like other aspects of it to get around a dystopian setting or post-apocalyptic setting is just not my jam. And so, that was the case, yeah. Whoops. Almost put that in the wrong spot. Right. Right, Josiah, I agree. I agree, although... But see, I didn't find that with Skyrim. Again, I don't know why. I just have to assume that some of it is the setting. Because I really liked that setting. I used to have, for years, my computer desktop was just you looking at the mountain, like on the edge of the mountains, and just looking out and seeing, like, you know, shrines and crypts and like towns and ruins, and it's just, it's this sense of possibility that is just amazing about Bethesda stuff. Alright, I'll just craft this right in the bandit's place. Seems reasonable to me. Hello. That spell is super useful. It really is. Hey, what's up, Lord Fess? Am I going to pick up Re-Reckoning? I think I'm going to at some point, Lord Fest, because I want to sort of compare and contrast. But realistically, I'll be done with this game, honestly, I think, before Re-Reckoning comes out. And I don't know that I'm going to want to go back just for that purpose, to, like, play a bunch of it. But I might check it out. I might get it up just to see it, so. Ah, the side-scrolling Metroids. Oh, man, Metroid Prime is so good, though, is Terma. The removed dev guns, yeah, yeah. Outer Worlds, yeah, well, I mean, exactly, Fallout in space. What about Fallout 1976, Okiran? Don't you love that? You're huge on that, right? Oh man, it's like talking to people about about Avatar: The Last Airbender, the movie, and everyone being like, "That never happened, all right? Never actually happened. Garbage." Oh, but I totally get that. I get that as Terma, but like, it's so, man. I don't know if I could ever really explain the feeling of walking around and exploring these strange worlds and the sort of loneliness of it, but like the revealed lore that you get is just so cool in Prime. Hey, congratulations, Trish. Yay, your 2 panels went well. Congratulations. I hope so. I'm glad to hear that. I'm not so glad to hear. Oh, maybe I have to go up there. Congratulations. That's great, Trish. That's good. So did you have a good turnout? Did you have a lot of people who showed up? I'm not even going this way, but people want to attack me for no reason. Did you have fun? That's what matters the most, cover guy. Oh, it's when I switch over my it's when I switch over like this. So I can move around my mouse and control my, you know, blah, 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 blah. And then I go back over to my gaming computer. That's why. More than 60 for the art of reviewing. Nice. Nice. That's awesome. Congratulations. I am glad to hear it, Trish. Yep, well, I hope everything goes well for them. Awesome, Coven. Oh man, Radiohead. The power of Radiohead compels you. Junk, 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 junk. 30 viewers for the death of genre. Interesting. Oh, wow, Rudnell. No, I hope they did well. I mean, you know, that they do well. I know that there's been issues with Worldcon, but... Oh, what's up, Lego Freak? Paid 500 fit. Good God, Lego. It's true. Okay. Yeah, the recording was part of the issue I know early on with how they were figuring out what to do with Worldcon, but... Okay. Here's another one of these things. Oh boy, that's awesome. I am super glad I have that Uber spell. Because that thing would be really difficult otherwise. I am participating in Gen Con Online. Actually, you know what? That's a good question, Okiron. I did a panel the other day, which was recorded. Thank you for reminding me. And give me a second, let me check it out. Okay. Where is my panel? Show me my panel. Ah, there we go. I was like, what the heck? Okay, so my panel actually is going to be Saturday at 3 p.m. And in fact, you know what? I'm going to ask the mods. Let me pick this lock first, so I don't keep hearing this sound. And then I'm going to ask the mods to put in a link for Gen Con, because we did the panel already, and then they were recording it, and then are going to make it available at this time. And the reason I want to put this in is it would be a great help to me. Great. It would be a great help to me if people were able to go over here, because I will read you what the head of the Raiders Symposium told us. No, not that one. What they told us. What they told us was... Okay. Right. Okay. Quote, please encourage people to get tickets to the events. You can share the link to your events from the gencon.com page. And I'm going to put this link in right now. And I'm thinking maybe if somebody could, if one of my mods would be so kind, maybe to make a GenCon Online command, like exclamation point GenCon Online would be great. That just links to that. You can register for free tickets there. And then you will have access to the links to the panels and stuff when you reserve your ticket to the event. My panel was 3 o'clock will be live at 3 o'clock on Saturday. And it was putting all the pieces together in world building. And I did it with Doc Myers, with LaShawn Wannick, both of whom were with me for JulyCon, actually, and with Anton Strout moderating, and then it was obviously myself. So the four of us did this panel about putting all the pieces together in world building. So that was 3 p.m. on Saturday. So if you folks could go there, register to that, it's free to get those tickets. Then you have access to the links to the panels when you reserve the ticket to the event. And the head of Gen Con has been clear that they will be looking at attendance numbers. Obviously, things will be weird, but why not show them what we've got right? So what they're asking for is for people, thank you so much, Shadowed. So what people are asking for is to go to this link here. That link will show you what we're looking for. And mine is putting all the pieces together in world building. And you can see the people that are on there. Kelly Fitzpatrick, actually, I don't think ever showed up. So it was just Doc, me, LaShawn Wannick, and Anton Strout. So there was that. And then if you go to get free tickets, which I think you can do in that same spot, then you can watch that video, and you can watch the other panels if you like at that time. So you just need to get free tickets for that. So it has a thing, get tickets, and then you sign in so you can register for that. Yeah, well, Shadowed is, sometimes Shadow just wants to try a little too hard. No, I'm kidding. I appreciate that. So, yes, thank you for asking. So that is what's going on with Gen Con Online. Gen Con Online actually gets started tomorrow on Thursday, because it would have been Gen Con in, real life, so to speak. So we've got panels going on starting on Thursday, and then running all the way through until Sunday. Normally, this is just a fraction of what the symposium would normally offer. But, and it will have yours truly as having been one of those panels. I was totally joking, Shadowed. You know that. Absolutely 100% joking. No one, Shadowed is the best. Everyone knows that. So yeah, don't see any Arvin Elrond. Well, you need to find myself, my real name, which is Gregory A. Wilson. That has not been concealed on this channel. So yeah, and there's, they have things in there like characters believable and interesting, apocalyptic fiction, what COVID has taught us, beginning to end, mapping out your book, sage advice from veteran authors, sweep readers away with setting. The veteran authors thing is Dan Wells, Tony Kellner, Matt Forbeck, Richard Lee Byers, Elizabeth Vaughn. I've been on many panels with a lot of those people. Those are always good folks. Richard Lee Byers always has a lot of smart things to say. Mapping out your book, Pip Ballantine. I don't know a lot about Melissa Gray. I certainly know Josh Vogt for sure. Steve Drew, who runs the subreddit of fantasy, has done that for a long time. Sweep readers away with setting. That is Linda Robertson, who I know, Nyad Monroe, Eric Nunnally, David Mack, Jerry Gordon. Absolutely. David Mack, of course, has actually been featured on this channel a couple times when I did interviews at Farpoint. So we've got that. Writing in the Hard Times with Sandra Taylor. That's Howard Taylor's wife. Stephen Kellner has her own, obviously, writing career. T. Morris, Elizabeth Vaughn. Again, Stephen Kellner. T. Morris is the guy who actually wrote Twitch for Dummies and stuff like that. So anyway, there's a lot of cool stuff there. But 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. How many are there here? Yeah, 11 panels. I mean, normally we offer like 3 times that amount. But it's, COVID. So like, there you go. So yeah, so please definitely do that, because that should be interesting for you, and it will help them in terms of attendance and all that stuff as we return next year. Man, I'm gonna miss Gen Con so much. All the conferences this year, I miss terribly. Okay, so there's one of these left. Right, that's all the way down there. Oh. Wait, what? Tyrion's Rest, right. Oh, wait a minute. Could he... Really? Okay, well, I guess it doesn't matter since I found those things. I could fast travel there. I don't understand why it's showing me that. He shouldn't be there. What? You could go to engagement and brain development, or you could go to this, Okiron. Where are you going to get exposure to me talking about writing, okay? Who does that? When do I ever talk about writing? I'm just kidding. It's totally fine. You can go to whatever you want to, obviously.
They're taking recruits in Dalantoth.
See, so you're getting used to it. That's the problem. You're just like, oh, man. That was weird. I wonder if that was... I think that was a bug. Yeah, it should have been over there to begin with. What's up, it's Law? How you doing, man? Good to see you, Law. How you feeling? How's life on your side of the world? Your side of the country, I should say. Your side of the coast. It's expensive. Yeah, see? I have to go walk the dog. Bah. I know the commute is brutal, but, okay, that might be the next one that I do, is the Unquiet Bride. Yeah, one more. Doing okay, hanging in there too. funeral for my dog's goldfish. Wow. Wow. Making fun of the dog's dead goldfish is Terma. Wow. If that doesn't show the kind of person... let's go with that. Okay, I gotta get out here so I can fast travel there. Alright, let's sell some stuff. Sell, repair, and go. Play like another 20-25 minutes probably.
Welcome
The stocks
to
are all
Helmgard.
mismatched, yeah. Nah, in all seriousness, I miss it so much. Like, it's such a
hello.
big part of my
I've
summers
got
being able to
everything
go
a
to these
soldier could
conferences
need,
and, like,
except
that sucks. Sucks.
dagger pommels or
Everything
throat
about
raw.
2020 sucks. Except all of you and my family.
If Brian spent
And
half the
hopefully
time
getting,
swinging his
you know, the Icarus and the
sword he spent
JulyCon,
shining it.
ArvCon,
Right.
getting all the Icarus stuff and the Tales and Tomes, the Forbidden Library, and announcing stuff about Greyshade. And a couple other things.
Welcome
Other than
to
that, though,
Helmgard.
I have an Uwe Boll Secrets of Filmmaking panel. Oh, man. You think you know a guy. You think you know a guy, and then that. And then you just dig the dagger in. You're just like... The dagger just... Oh, that's cool. That's funny, Arudnell, actually. They left to make a grilled cheese. When the craving hits... Go this way. Yeah, no, yeah. It's one of those ones where I'm just like, well. Never knew it hit him. Hi. Uwe Boll has been a weird dude. I mean, remember, this is a guy who got his money from the German government to, you know, make different films and whatever, and threatened to box all, like, to basically fight all of his critics. I remember doing a Mep Report comedy show thing we did on Uwe Boll a long time ago, where our good friend Russ, who does our vocalist stuff with us, of course, was talking about that and was just kind of like, you know, I want to get this guy on and actually fight him. Be a big deal to kind of, you know, move us forward. Where am I going? I guess I'm going over here. Yeah, I watched the producers and figured and kind of missed the point, right? Okay. Freaking hate wolves, man, 'cause they charge and they don't let you get your spells off.
From the dark of north he came, sword alight
Satan from
with
South Park could
frosty
throw the fight.
blood, to starkly
Oh, yeah,
cut
I think
the
Russ would take
kingdom
Uwe
from
Boll,
a
I
land
agree.
of stone and flood. A hero true, a
Russ just would
warrior
turn on
born.
crazy mode
His
and then, you
deeds
know.
the bards did daily sing.
He has it. He has a crazy mode.
Exultingly, they crowned him king.
Exultingly, huh? Yep. Yes, a very interesting guy, our Uwe Boll. It's kind of impressive to be this bad of filmmaker. Wait, what? Oh, hi. Did I mention that? Juggle. I enjoyed that thoroughly. Okay. Here we are. What have I discovered? Mel Aglir. Ah, yes. Mel Aglir.
The Lord of Tides, the thrice-crowned king, the bandit prince of Melaglir. He forged from blood a sword of sin to cut and rend and sear. From hardened hearts his people wept, tears to flood from stone unbroken, the long-forgotten truth unspoken.
Sorry, chicken. He's like, "Paka!" The reagent. Okay. Kind of wish they didn't just reuse the inside of these taverns quite so much, but all right.
On a darkling wind she rose, gripped within impassioned throes, and I, her chosen
What's up,
witness
Artworks?
proud, did fall beneath her endless shroud. Something about you reminded me of a verse. Of course, the poet was discussing death. I'm Patrick Morcan. How may I be of assistance?
Well, tell me about yourself, Patrick Morcan.
You wish to know of me? I once owned a shop where I sold trinkets to passers-by. Then my wife was taken. Now I spend my days in the Raven, watching people, waiting to die.
Dang.
211 years I've called this place my home. It was once a peaceful town, but lately peace seems to be in short supply.
Oh, man.
Between the Tuatha invading in the east and the bandits
There's
marauding
actually
in
a
the
Horace
west,
Mann
it
school
seems
right
that
near
death
where I
is making
live.
a home of Candrian.
In the Bronx.
That is why you are here, no? Death has come to Melaglir, and you are but a step behind her. Pardon me. Grief tends to push me toward theatrics. You see, my wife was among the first of our villagers to disappear. But we are a private people, and we prefer to keep our dead exactly where they lie, good and buried. I will speak no more of it.
Yep.
Ah, her. A particularly belligerent woman, if I recall. I believe she left our village recently for parts unknown. Master Dace made quite the fuss. Apparently, she left her possessions in a footlocker in her room. I suppose she left in a hurry.
You know, I just remembered what she said to look in her room to get this thing, this footlocker. I just remembered why she wanted me to get that. All right.
Me?
I'm going to have to go back there.
Know? So good of you to stop by.
All right, let me go upstairs and take care of this and then run back so I remember, so I don't forget about that thing. All right, let's take a look at Likara's journal, shall we? This cursed village is so caught up in the Tuatha at their door that they have become blind to the monster within their midst. An entire family has been slaughtered, several more individuals gone missing, and untold travelers pulled from the roads, and they do nothing. Attempt to gain an audience with Lord Candrian today was refused at the gate again. Idiots. This case continues to surprise. No clue is consistent. Some of the wounds appear to be from tooth or claw, but blood spray on the walls of the victim's home could have been made from a large blade such as a greatsword. Numerous individuals have gone missing, but only 2 corpses had ever been found. Where are the others? Patrick Morcon knows more than he is telling. If I can just get into his basement, perhaps I can uncover something more. At least the innkeeper, Master Dace, has been helpful in providing me with supplies and directions regarding the local area. A place he mentioned to me over dinner tonight, the Cave of Toulon. I think I will search there tomorrow. It might be connected to an old network of passageways that lead underneath the town. Perhaps I will find evidence of whatever is taking these villagers there. All right, well, now we know where she went. Probably. Death notice. Dear Miss Golgodi, we regret to inform you that your son Ashley Golgodi was killed in battle outside Fire Trench when an enemy force ambushed his unit. Sincerely, General Talera, All Far Army. Boy, all heart. Okay. Alright, let me pick up this quest here. And then I'm going back to pick up the ring I should have picked up already.
You're not from around here, are you? I am Eli Thames, and I could use your help with a delicate task.
Alright, tell me about Rathier.
Rathier is the great city of the Dockelfire, up the coast a ways. It's old and beautiful, but don't hold a candle to Odessa if you ask me. I'd heard it was a quiet town, but now I hear whispers of people mysteriously disappearing during the night. I haven't left the inn since I arrived.
Is that good? The piercings, man.
Imre Kandrian became lord just before the Crystal War began. When the two
better than nothing, I guess, Koala,
he
right?
retreated to his keep and refused to come out. Left all Kandrian to die just to save himself and his precious family name.
Precious family name.
Kandrian was once the safest region in all of Erethel. No one dared to challenge the Kandrian Guard. Now, with the Tuatha raiding up and down the coast, the Guard do nothing but protect Lord Kandrian as he cowers in his keep. Why, I am but a humble agent of change, endeavoring to be in the right place at the right time. Lord Kandrian wears a large ceremonial signet ring. He removes it only to sleep. I need you to go to Kandrian Keep and steal it.
Why?
Ever since Indre Kandrian became lord, the Kandrian Guard have not left the area around his keep. The Tuatha are raiding the Kandrian coast entirely unchecked, and this gravely worries the citizens of Rathier. We wish to inspire Lord Kandrian to leave his keep and drive the Tuatha back into the sea, and the ring is the first step. Excellent. I'm told that Lord Kandrian keeps it in his bedroom in Kandrian Keep. Obtain the ring and return to me for another task. The keep is in the southeast corner of Kandrian, supposed to be impenetrable.
I think I have to go there anyway at some point.
But I've heard rumors that one could sneak inside through a cavern below it. Lord Kandrian keeps the ring in his bedroom in Kandrian Keep. Farewell.
All right.
Greetings, visitor. What can I do for you?
Oh no, wait.
Greetings, visitor. Greetings, visitor. What can I do for you?
No, I wanted to sell stuff. Okay. All right, let me get out of here and go back to that thing and get what I was supposed to get before. Right, just bad. Right, exactly. Just bad business right there. Okay. Helmgard Keep. Let's go there. Okay. This was the thing I was like, why is it telling me to go here? And then I realized she had asked me to come back here and get this ring that was her mother's. And I was like, what? that thing. %9 critical hit damage with magic. Well, the problem is that that's not... +1 to sorcery abilities is better, and so is this gnomish energy band. Okay. Completed 72 quests. Alright. Let me get out here. Actually, wait. Let me sell, because as long as I'm here, I'm...
Castellan falls in foul mood.
Hello. Unlike Graham, you'll have to pay for what
A speed run of this would be interesting.
you buy. Sworn
Right,
to
now
war.
I need you repair.
If Brian spent half the time swinging his sword, he spent... Right.
Okay. Right.
An artifact.
Exactly right.
Stolen from the vault.
Let's get out here. Okay, now that's there. That's up there. That's way down there, or up there rather. That's over there. That's down there. That's over there. Not there yet, but that's going to be up there too. That's up there also. And these are whatever. So, it looks to me like... Yeah, no, it looks like this is the one. Actually, wait. No, actually it looks like that's the one, the last of those windstones. Let's pick that one up and finish up this main quest, and then we'll wrap. I think that's what we'll do. Ah, but... but it's the best section! That one's the best, or no? What a capital boy, capital boy! But of course, we're talking about my favorite story. So much damage. Well, why though? Because Scrooge offered you more. Oh, I see what you're saying. But Scrooge offered you money to get it back to him. Like, it would be in your interest. Let me get over here so I pick up a fast travel location. Thank you. Man, that juggling attack on the chakrams is pretty fun, I have to say. Okay. Good. Here's where I was going anyway. Let me pick these up first. Right, right. That's right. Let's get that. This is the final one of these windstones, which is a main quest. Let it be said. It is indeed a main quest. What? Oh. Whoa, what the? Oh, dang. Hello, Niskaru Tyrant. Okay, this is not what I was expecting. Alright, let's get a minor damage boost. Greater damage protection, experience boost, flame guard, health regen, lightning storm, mana regen, precision, sorcerer's intelligence. Woo! Well, ladies and gentlemen, that was, I guess he was sick of us opening up these places. Because that was a little more than the typical one, longbow of hemorrhaging, whatever. There was some item in here that was pretty badass, it looked like. Just from the description of it. Adept hood. That's... It's not bad. It's not... I don't think that's enough, though. Okay. Spell guard. Plus 12% elemental resistance. But man, that tribal necklace. Plus 8% fire, ice, lightning, 35 mana. Oh, man. Yeah. Okay. So, now we can head back. The power of fast travel compels you. I think we might have found something, people. Oh, gosh. Hello.
Be careful. I have seen too many allies die to lose another.
Where are we going?
The piercing light should be in the deepest vault of these ruins. Be careful. The Niskaru will do anything to keep us from that spear.
Okay, well this is main quest
Piercing
stuff.
light awaits.
Yeah, it does. All right, so we'll be able to do that main quest to kind of wrap that up and then head back out again. So Oral Tusk, Windstone, Oral Tusk, unlocked it, keep the Niskaru at bay. Okay. Cool. All right. But, having said that, save. Okay. All right, folks. Good time. So we got some main quest progress done. We got some good work completed here. Good work. 51 hours, man. Wow. We have made some very good progress on this. So this was a good time. Let me move over to here. And then let me do that. Studio mode. Deactivate. Okay. And then that should bring me over there. And wonderful. Good. Success. All right, folks. Well, that is going to do it for me after a busy day of streaming. This is a lot of fun, though. I'm glad that I got a chance to do that. I can't always do this. I can't always make this happen. But when I do, I prefer streaming with all of you. I hope you all enjoyed that and getting a chance to chat and hang out, and thank you all for being a part of this. I've already gone through all the ways that you can support the stream and stuff like that, so I will just remind everybody, in addition to all the things I've told you a million times, also please remember that schedule-wise, we have coming up later today, we have got Wednesday night, we've got co-op Destiny 2 play with GC Darkside Rob. That's going to be happening at probably somewhere around 8 to 9 p.m. this evening. My guess is Wednesday night for some Destiny 2 co-op play. Then I'll be off on Thursday and then back Friday night, 8:30 p.m. for some Esper Genesis. And then remember, Saturday, first of all, that Gen Con Online thing, you can go to that panel, go get tickets for that, and you can watch me talking world building stuff at 3 p.m. Eastern on Saturday. And then at 7 p.m. Eastern, I will have that reading event, which is Gen Con sanctioned, of course, and you can buy and get involved with tickets for that too. Actually, you should get tickets for that because you can get tickets for that. If you do a search for that event, that special Gen Con event, you should be able to find me there also. Gregory A. Wilson and Edie E. Bell do an Athos Arts reading. So that will be happening 7 p.m. Eastern Saturday on this channel. And you can stop by and listen to Edie E. Bell reading stuff from upcoming work, which is going to come from Athos Arts. And then I will be there at 7:30 p.m. with some Icarus and Jelinek sneak peeks as I'm reading from that book, which is now out to Kickstarter backers and soon will be out in print form as well in the retail edition. So that's the deal. What is best in life? Yeah, exactly. With very gray overtones, Dizzy. With very gray overtones all the time. So anyway, that's going to be happening Saturday. And then 8 p.m. Saturday, I'll be going back to this game with more progress from Kingdoms of Amalur. I think Gen Con will have VODs, but I don't know how you access them, Mirinda. This is a whole new thing that they're doing, so I honestly don't know. To be perfectly honest, I wish that they had just live streamed it. I don't understand why you would have to record everything and then have everyone go to see these recordings that were pre-done like 2 hours. I don't fully get it. I don't think Gen Con even has a Twitch channel, and I don't think they fully get like how the whole live stream thing works, because I'm just kind of like, you could have just gotten a bunch of people to live stream it on their Twitch channels, like me, for example, and that would have been a lot easier, but whatever. Anyway, who knows? But yes, you should definitely do that. But otherwise, I will see you folks Wednesday night for Destiny 2. I want to thank everyone who made this an awesome stream tonight. Thank you to my wonderful mods, Rudnell, Rockgod, Shadow Mage, Coven Guy, Josiah. I should say Rudnell, Rockgod, Shadow Mage, and Coven Guy. Thank you so much to my subs, Rockgod, Rudnell, Shadow Mage, Coven Guy, Josiah, Mirinda, Mrs. Dunsel, and Trishy Mats. Again, congratulations on the Worldcon panel, Trish. Also, thank you so much to my viewers, 1FPS, another TT viewer, Atero, Commander Root, Dabble Speed, Dinu, Dizzy Plays, Dragon Spear, who for some reason should have been in the mods but is not listed there, so Dragon Spear's a mod too, obviously. Gigafrost, Heimdall, Instructor, Jagtris, Kajiro, Koala Man, Lord Fess, Lurks, Marworks, Okiron, Remistino, Sod, who should also be in the mods but isn't for some reason, Sweet Hall, U Christensen, V&K, and Virgo Praz. Thank you to everyone for being awesome people. I think we probably will do a small raid today. Let me just double check and see who is here for a raid possibility. think I've rated this person. Yeah, I haven't rated these folks for a little while. So stick around. I will bring you over automagically. When you do go and raid, I would appreciate it very much if you could do this. If you are not a sub, please type that in. Cut and paste that when you get there. The Arvanauts have landed, followed by Twitch raid. If you are a sub, please do this. The Arvanauts have landed, followed by, Arcanus Bot is out of a sub. Arvany Hype, Arvany Roar, and of course that Twitch raid that I previously mentioned as well. Please do that when you head over, when you are brought over automagically. That would be very much appreciated if you could do that as well. Otherwise, thank you everyone. I'll see you Wednesday evening for some Destiny 2 co-op play. Until then, thanks for being here for a busy day of streaming, and I will catch you lovely people soon. Everyone be good to each other. Have a good night.